for another episode of solo battles, this time in Madden 20 NFL. We're up against, first of all, it was OVR 83, and then we've got the 88 OVR team. We're going to go for the second game. So my Minnesota Vikings based ultimate team is going to take up this first challenge. I'm going to go veteran on this one. Going to give it a go on veteran. Difficulty pro level. Fingers crossed we can get the win. It's a one-off game, so obviously if you mess up you can't go back and redo it. You just don't get no points at all. So it's a gamble I'm taking. Here in yeah, so while we're waiting for the game to load up, just
welcome in everyone. I'm your host, Jonathan
pretty
Coachman,
much based
and this
Vikings
is Madden
team
Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
with a bunch of
We
other
are
obviously
just
top
moments
quality
away
plos
from what should be an excellent
from other
matchup
NFL
between the Los
franchises
Angeles
in the squad.
Chargers and the Minnesota
I'm on an
Vikings.
88 OVR at the moment.
With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
So we're home
Standing
against
by
the
our
San Diego
commentators,
Chargers
Brandon
now,
Godden and
based
Charles
ultimate
Davis.
team.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center. Their 6'4" quarterback.
Jordan Love, quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job,
see what we can do on
QB,
this
he's
drive.
usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage.
3-yard loss.
Second down.
Ain't good.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
I'm sussing out which way to go on that one. Chargers are on me like good one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Love.
He's dropped
And
it.
that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third
and
down.
12 now.
Nice play there to force the incompletion.
Don't get this one done, then we'll
when
be
you're the
punting
underdogs
away.
and you're playing on the road,
Give them
you
possession
absolutely
back to
have
the
to get
Chargers.
takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that
battle.
turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Down the numbers.
Touchdown,
There he
Vikings.
Touchdown, Vikings. Robbie Anderson,
Great start to the
73
game.
yards. As
From
his
3rd and
guys are
12
able to
up
strike
to
first here in this opening quarter. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this,
Point after
they
they
believe they've got a
7-0
quarterback.
ahead.
Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Yes.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's polished on by a Viking score.
So we can keep leading and gain on it as well.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Right on the edge of it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive.
Getting past this Vikings.
Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield. First down, Mayfield. That's caught by his tight end.
He's got first down again.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
He may try and run for this, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it, and the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Pretty good as well. Come on, guys. Go out.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
So I'm starting from 6
Someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Business. Let's get ourselves out of this tight situation. Going for a run here on the RPO. To the green zone if we can. And beyond.
Here's Ham, the fullback. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole
Gained
lot
a bit,
else.
not a lot. 2 yards.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And
No,
his
he was
throw
out bounds.
is
He dropped it
incomplete.
anyway.
Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Going for Myers, possibly there. Good chance of getting it, maybe.
Operating from the gun. Love. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
So Jordan Love's still learning the game, we'll see. New draft player then.
After
So it comes here in the quarter one.
7-0 on EA Sports.
7-0 Minnesota. US Bank Stadium. Minneapolis, Minnesota. Right, see if we can progress here. Then all red, so we can try and get away with it.
Inside give to Ham, the fullback.
Oh yeah, I think we just done
10
that.
yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Yes, just got over the 10-yard line.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any
Kicks
player he
mad,
wants on his
so-
team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Back to throw. Love. And incomplete there, almost picked
interception.
off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety
Trouble
to
with
come up
doing
with.
long
But it's
passes.
second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back.
Go
There
for a
wasn't a
run
hole
at the
open in
bottom
the
there.
zone.
Quick
You'd have to
pace.
think
Really
on
fast.
early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run with a fullback Ham. He's got a first down and
Oh,
inside
almost all the
midfield.
way there.
And finally
Over the
brought
halfway
down
line,
at
yeah.
the 43. 22 yards there, a first down.
Childish
I remember
territory.
from my experience as a
43
defender,
yards zone.
when the big fella gets the football, you've got to get on him early before he gets a chance to get up ahead of steam, because once he does that, he's going to leave a lot of tacklers in his wake.
Beat all that one. Gonna go for that run again on a recent play if we can. Quick base. Try and
So
give that
from
another go.
Charger territory now, here's a
The
first
first
and
play,
10
yeah.
at the 43.
The second string.
They'll run inside with a fullback Ham. And a decent
Wow,
gain there as
stone
that
try.
takes us to the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning for
It's a
half time.
7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. Chargers,
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first
Didn't
half
make
of
it that
action.
time, Orlando.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the
3rd and
drive.
3, yeah.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
just
And
short.
they're going to mark him down short, maybe by
yard
about a
short.
yard, if that. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll
Gone
head to the
51-yard
sideline and
field goal
talk
going
over
for it.
what to do next.
Okay, cool, go for it.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try
Look
the
at the
field
spot
goal.
on. I don't even know
On
if
the
we're gonna
right
make the
hash.
distance.
Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt.
Don't know if we're going to make the distance or not, but we'll give it a go.
And his kick is absolutely
yes.
perfect.
What a
And the lead moves to 10-zip.
51-yard
These
field goal.
kickers
Awesome.
now, it's like we
Wow.
take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about
It's
it.
10-0.
Want to hear it?
Yep.
Vikings
They're
lead
more
for half
athletic
time.
now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll
Sorry,
find
level.
that they were big-time athletes
Madden
all along,
Ultimate Team
but their
solo
kicking was so
battle.
prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14
I
here.
think goes as far as I wanted
And they're
to.
going to start this drive in pretty good shape
Not
as
too
they get
hard.
it up past the 30. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Mayfield to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
Didn't make 10 yards, they completed it.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Quicker,
Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Going for the man cover down the bottom, cover press. See if that works. One conceded 2 yards.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield got his man, Robbie Anderson. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Don't need him to get back into this.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Come on.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Mayfield finds his tight end Ingram. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football.
88.
But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
I'd say a reasonable majority of the players are Vikings, but obviously where they haven't got as a greater OVR as some of the other players from other franchises. I've got other franchises in different various positions.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Chargers
from the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
99 OVR, what the hell?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Philip Dorsett there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Overview on the touchdown.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Yeah, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Gain of 10 yards.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Mayfield. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
180. Right there in the middle. 55. Yeah, I got you.
Mayfield on first down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. A little curl there against zone, but the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and set things in behind them.
Well, last weekend I didn't have
passes
time,
could work
and then
as well.
this weekend I've had issues trying to
An extra defender
get
in
it
the
done, so I want
secondary
to
for the
try
Vikings
and
here on 3rd down.
add music to it, to the videos as well.
It's Mayfield. And able to find Dorsett.
Managed to get him out of bounds.
Excellent
Yeah,
game,
I want to add music to it, but I'm just trying to find the right music to add to the videos. And I've got to figure out how you do that as well. So that's kind of helped me up a little bit.
That's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what
I've
our
had a bunch of
camera missed was
other
the fist pump
things to
from
add
the
to other
sideline
videos,
after
so
that
I've
catch. They're
concentrated
fired.
on
That's a
doing
big
that as
game.
well to try and get that done. So yeah, I've been working on stuff and that, but it's just obviously delayed me in getting to do the trucking videos.
So the big
we'll be back
means just like
next
that,
weekend.
they'll operate from the red zone now.
I'll
on
have enough
first
to probably
down.
get 2 in then next weekend.
To throw, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right.
Job is when you're away all week, it's
Rid
just
of it. He's taken
not always
down.
enough time to do
Jamie
everything.
Collins in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, very busy at work. Yeah. It's up.
Throwing on second down. Mayfield. Throw left side complete
Yeah,
to
a couple
Ingram.
of. Well, I've been busy all last week.
Is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10.
They really let
two
him into
deliveries
one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Where's the player? Dunmo, Hertfordshire and Essex, and then Hoddesdon in Hertfordshire. 2 deliveries Friday, then had to reload up at
Trying to keep the drive going
Norfolk.
here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
It's like on a flat back trailer. And that was
trying to run for it with Jacobs.
Someone's got a flag.
This is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Oh,
and that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole
so yeah,
lot,
that's construction material for East London for 10 a.m. delivery tomorrow. So I'm heading back into work later this evening, stay over in the truck, and then I can depart the yard at like 8 in the morning up to London, East London, just north of like Blackwell Tunnel area.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first
do that delivery and then
goal.
whatever they've got from then on.
From the gun, Mayfield.
And they're blocking.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line.
Here, if I don't
That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Try to get one more in
yeah,
here
so
before
yeah,
the
well
quarter
good
breaks. And that is going to do it.
Yeah, I've been like constant, non-stop.
You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
I'm still going at it. So yeah, I'll head back to work about 9 tonight, I guess.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and
Weekends
goal.
go too quick.
Mayfield looks to throw.
No, he's got the
He's got
touchdown.
his man. It's caught.
It's going to be real difficult to try and stop him.
Chargers.
Get back into this.
There to make the grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Fights off the defender. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. On first down, Love. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Oh, yes.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down.
Oh, yeah, we needed that one.
Working across midfield.
Let's
Good
progress
yardage
with that
after the
throw.
catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown? That gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Looking to throw. Love. That's complete into the hands of Myers.
Well,
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
2-minute warning.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Last-minute win.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Need this one. Someone else thinking.
They'll look to throw.
No. Oh,
and that's knocked away and incomplete.
Wow.
Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
So
this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first attempt, this from 45.
Bloody hell.
Delayed game, offense.
Penalised for delaying.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
50-yard field goal now, then.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And I don't think this has the carry.
Damn,
it does not. It's no good.
The 51-yard field goal earlier, now under the 50.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
He's going to take off with it, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter if he needs to make those plays when the Lions go ahead. Right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I think, or something.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Time's run out. I'm going to lose this one now. 14-10. That's it, guys.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch.
So no points there on Solo. Leveled up though. Two gold player pack. So what we got? Not even worth. No hope, is there, that one? No chance. It's always like silver players, isn't it? Gives me training items anyway. So we're going to go into the final solo battle then. Got 4,638 points, that's still okay though. Obviously, is that enough to rank me up to level 35062? Oh, I'm pro level now, yeah we are. Pro ranked. So I'm going to carry on up now to 75 grand to get to veteran. Oh yeah. Let's get into the final solo battle then. It's an 88 OVR. Don't know. Difficulty pro. That's what we're going to go for, eh? Pro, go veteran. Let's try pro. Go on pro level this time, drop down one level. So an 88 against an 88 OBR.
Hello, everybody.
So
Coach
get a
here,
win on this
welcoming
one,
you to Madden Ultimate Team. It's the NFL on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and our home team. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
Sports home,
standing by
home
with the
score,
call. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight
quarterback.
The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has, and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Come on.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He'll have a first down past the 40.
Awesome.
And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try and run with their fullback. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Doing a jump.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Took too long trying to sort out what I was doing. Got penalised. 5-yard penalty.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
We just saw another nice game there. How about some kudos for the offensive line, being able to carve some space in the interior all game long and let the big guy rumble.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again.
That time.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's got it complete to Anderson. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also leads to a 4th
just short. 1 yard short.
So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for
we're
it.
Going
Let's get
for
this.
It.
All right?
Look,
you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
I like your confidence.
Why not? Let's
get
go.
across that orangey red line if we can.
Needing the tough yards.
I'm
not sure he got there.
We didn't.
Did they stop him?
No.
They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Wow. Gamble didn't pay off. We're on defense now.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One of the true legends of pro football, it's Jim Brown. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Graham on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Bailey. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And his first carry, he loses the football. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Yardage in this time. Drop the football as well. They running.
Off the play fake, here's Graham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Well, he had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though.
Knocks them off again, no score. They're going to punt. 4th and 8. And can get possession back.
2 minutes on the clock.
Don't think it'll be enough time, though. Maybe we'll get a touchdown in the first half. See how it goes.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And now out comes Minnesota. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. It's caught.
Yes, touchdown.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Get it in before half time. Nice.
There to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket. And when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
Vikings lead it 7-0 half time.
Charles and I return after the break.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a hard-fought battle to this point. 7-0 is the score, with neither offense really able to get on track. But let's not waste any time. We'll get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they want to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run with Hines. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there. And now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's caught by Sanders. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken out at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Nice. Let's stop short. No. Oh,
and this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
70, Indy.
On 3rd down, here's Graham. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield.
But I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Back possession.
This is fielded at the 27.
Nice return.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Here we go. 50. Play. Here I come. Ready.
Once more, it's the fullback hand. Now he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Go back to these white stick, I think. See if that works.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Love. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Too far away for field.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by
hold him off
7.
now on
And
this
time,
play,
a huge factor. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
They're ready.
Throwing now. Graham on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bailey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Back to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's back to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Pardon, you got to let him
go. My God, I was dropped it, yes.
And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Get in.
And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Okay, break. Check right 54. Right 54. Here we go, team. Here I come.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Awesome, man.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Finds his tight end Ingram. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds
yeah, man, I'm
remaining.
good. You good? Hope all's well.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They
Here we
have
are
to
up
love seeing
against an
that from
88
their young quarterback here
OVR
in the
solo
fourth quarter,
battle.
able to further that lead with a touchdown
Self and
pass.
88
He didn't go
OVR as
turtle,
well.
did he?
Pro
And you
level.
know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play
14-0
and extend the lead.
late
And that's
in the
what he
fourth
did.
quarter.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. On play action, Graham. And this is
another interception.
And that
Yes.
should do it. Picked off at the
Second
36.
interception of the game.
So many times we end the game, and as we're
Landry
recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Doing well in this one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Second and 2. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, here's Graham again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. But now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Graham to throw it. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Woo!
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
In their pink and purple.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Actually, yeah.
That's pulled in at the 32.
Didn't dodge them all.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
Oh, well, folks, yes, I've got to go and get myself some din-dins. So, yeah, thank you for watching this live stream, Madden NFL 20. As we progress slowly from the beginning of the ranks here in solo battles. $1,000 quick sell, that's cool. I'll have some of that then. Just waiting for this to come up on screen. So we are pro level, what are we on? 42,977 battle score. So I've got to get up to 75,000 to go veteran up the next level. So that's all my battles done for this week. No more to do, done them all. Everything done. Right folks, thanks for watching. We'll be back with more Madden 20 NFL next weekend. So thanks for tuning in this weekend. We'll catch you soon. Thanks everyone for watching, and have a great week. Peace out.